Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Investor Evolution Elevate for 2025. So, this year we are focusing on one theme, elevate. And we are going to focus on elevating your mindset, elevating your wealth, your career, and ultimately your life. And I want to share with you a little bit about this word elevate and why we're doing this. Every year, people like to pick a word of the year, and I do that also. I've been doing that for the last couple of years. And it was in December, and I was starting to think about this. My word of the year for last year was expansion, and I really loved that word. And I do feel like I expanded quite a bit in 2024. And what I was realizing was I had expanded and I have a great foundation, and now it's time to truly take it to the next level. And so that's where the word elevate came to mind and came from. This year, I really want to focus on elevating, but I really have a specific target audience that I want to encourage to come along with me on this journey. As you guys know, I love Ed Mylett, and I've said this on here many times. He had Rory Vaden on one of his podcasts, and Rory said something that has stuck with me. He said, "You are most powerfully positioned to serve the person you once were." And so this is where elevate and that phrase are really coming together, because I really want to help other women like me, others in the medical profession who are looking for ways to elevate their mindset, their lifestyle, their wealth generation, their investments, every aspect of their life, because that's what I needed. A few years back, I was struggling and I really needed to change and I needed help. And I want to be that source of help, of information, of encouragement for others who are just like me. Now, I really want to make sure that this year isn't about working harder, because that's not what life is about, but it really is about growing smarter, creating more financial freedom, finding fulfillment in different areas of our lives. So we're going to talk about everything. We're not just going to talk about real estate. We're not just going to talk about mindset. We're going to talk about those things, but we are going to elevate every aspect of our life. We're going to talk about our appearance. We're going to talk about our families. We're going to talk about parenting. We will talk about our personality styles. We will talk about so many different aspects of your life, because maybe you're not ready to financially invest in real estate. Great. But maybe you are ready to move to the next level in your wardrobe. Maybe you are ready to move to the next level of adopting different parenting skills. Whatever that might look like, I want to be a resource for you, because those are the things that I needed too. And I still need, and I'm still growing in those areas. This year is going to be a year of elevating together. We're all going to level up in different areas that we may be looking to move up in. So I want you to stick with me this year as we dive into weekly episodes that will help you take actionable steps towards your goals, whether that's through building passive income through real estate. Maybe it is improving your mindset, or maybe it's finding harmony in your busy life. I am here for you. What to expect from Investor Evolution Elevate in 2025. So there will be a couple of different episode types. So elevate finances, elevate mindset, elevate energy, and elevate life. So with elevating finances, we'll talk about all the different ways that we can invest passively, actively, whether that's in real estate. We might explore other options, because I am into learning more and finding different ways that I can elevate my passive income and my investment strategies. So we'll talk about all the things. We will talk about how we can all build wealth. Elevating mindset, I have a heart for that. So we'll talk about mindset strategies for resilience and personal growth. Elevating our energy. So with elevating our energy. This will be strategies for fulfillment, burnout prevention, time management, and also overall wellness, and then elevating our life. This one's fun for me because this is one of my big goals for 2025 is elevating my personal brand, I guess, if you will, but more so just my personal style and letting the outside reflect what I feel on the inside. So you may notice if you're on the video version of this on YouTube, you see this sweater, it's green. I have never in my life worn this color. I never would have picked it. I never would have even looked at any clothing with this because I didn't feel like it was for me. And what happened was a couple of days ago, I went to one of our local boutiques and the lady asked me, "Are you looking for something special or just browsing?" And I said, "My word for 2025 is elevate, and I need to elevate my personal style. Can you help me?" She was ecstatic. This was a beautiful gift for her because she got to help style me, which is something that she loved. And it was a great gift for me because she picked out things that I never would have picked. So these are the type of things that we're going to talk about this year as we elevate ourselves, our personal development, our work-life harmony, our fulfillment. We are going to talk about all different aspects of life. So be on the lookout. There will be something for everyone this year in this podcast. I'm really excited about what's to come. Now, there will be a lot of solo episodes, but my goal really is to bring on different guests who have taken this term, elevate, and used it in their life. Maybe not so intentionally as I'm doing this year, but I want to show how others are elevating their careers, their life, their mindset, their personal sense of style, whatever that might be. So we will have a lot of guests on to help us elevate our lives by sharing with us their examples. So I also want to hear from you. Let me know what topics that you would love to see covered this year. You can message me directly on social media. You can send a message to me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. I would love to hear if there are certain areas that you're like, this is the area I'm struggling in. Let me know. We will find an expert. We will find someone who has overcome that challenge and we'll bring them on to share with you in 2025. I'm really excited about engaging with you to help really make this a podcast that you want to come back to because it is helping you and you are really growing from what we're offering. And we can do this together. And that's the best part, right? Everything is better together, and I want to do this with you. Now, for 2025, if you haven't, I want to encourage you to set an intention for the year. Now, it could be doing what I did, picking a word for the year and applying it to every aspect of my life, including my podcast. You don't have to go that far, but I do want you to set an intention for the year. When people make resolutions, it is a known fact that within 6 weeks, most people have fallen off of that. Whether it was a weight loss goal, it might have been a fitness goal, not to swear for the year, whatever it is. Usually by the second week of February, most people have fallen off. And what I would like to encourage you is that if you set the intention and you keep it ever present, right? This is part of the reason why I am using my word of the year in my podcast is so that I don't forget about it. My word for 2024 expansion, I loved it. It was great. I did expand, but there was quite a bit of time where I didn't think about it. And this year, I want to make sure my intention truly is to elevate my life and I want it to be ever present. So maybe for you, that's printing it out, putting it on your computer on a sticky note, whatever it might be, so that you can see it and you are constantly reminded of your intention for the year. I would love for you to share with me what your word of the year is. I've seen several people on social media, on Facebook. My friend Sherry posted her word for the year was serenity, and it was really cool. She does woodworking, and so she actually created a sign for 2025 with serenity. And I think in her picture, she had her last couple words of the year for the last couple of years as well. And what a great reminder of what you're working towards this year, what you want this year to be about, to embody. And we have to do that with intention. What we think about, we bring about, and what we think about and we are intentionally doing, it will create a massive change. So I want that for you. So I want you to think about that, and I want you to share it with me. Again, send me messages, DM me, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. It's either Kimberly Hoyt or the Kimberly Hoyt on Instagram. Please share with me because I really want to know what it is you're working on this year. And I want to highlight some of those things as well. Now, as we step into January is definitely a time where people are very intentional and active in their goals. What I want you to use this time for is to build a habit of intention, because we want to use this moving forward. One of the things that I'm incorporating into my habits is truly reflecting on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, a monthly basis, quarterly basis, so that when I get to December of 2025, I have a very structured way to look back and see the progress because I've worked on it daily. I've summarized it weekly and monthly and quarterly. And that might be something that you want to do too. If that feels like a lot, I get it. If you're new to some of these things, that's okay. Start where you can. Maybe it is just writing down daily what your intention is for the day and reflecting on it in the evening. That's one of the things I'm starting to incorporate. So I will write down my intentions for the day in the morning. And the point of this is to make sure that I have purposeful days, purposeful intentions, and that things don't get left behind because I wasn't thinking about it. And then reflecting in the evening, how did today go? What went well? What didn't go well? What can I do better? How can I elevate tomorrow? That is my intention for doing this, is to really show myself and start learning how I can improve each day, each week, each month, each quarter, and so forth. So I'd encourage you to think about that as well. So as we move forward, 2025 is going to be an incredible year because we are intentionally making it an incredible year. We are intentionally elevating 2025 so that we end this year blown away by the things that we accomplished this year. I cannot wait. Again, this year we're going to talk about different ways that we're going to elevate our mindset, our wealth, our energy, our life. I've talked about what this podcast is going to look like in the year ahead, and I really want to welcome all those PA mamas, those doc mamas, the nurses, the medical professionals that are coming here and joining us as we share different ways to elevate our 2025. And I want to encourage you, if you found value in today's episode, please share it with a friend. If you have someone that you want to be an accountability partner with you on this journey this year, maybe this is something that you can include them in and say, hey, we're going to listen to this podcast every week, and together we're going to work on these things. And I'll tell you, having an accountability group, an accountability partner, someone that you can meet with regularly to keep you on track is so key to moving forward, because they're relying on you, you're relying on them to help keep that momentum going. And that's a beautiful thing. I would encourage you to share this with a friend. Please subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Leave a review if you feel so inclined. And let's elevate 2025 together.